Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Proverb: actions speak louder than words. Just saying that you will do something doesn't mean much. Actually, doing it is harder and more meaningful. Today, we are going to learn the first lesson in English, Flying Together. This story is an extract taken from Panchatantra. Let us first see what Panchatantra is. The Panchatantra is an ancient Indian interrelated collection of animal fables in verse and prose in a frame story format. So, this is nothing but a story, animal story, a fable. And using this, they are writing poems and they are writing stories also. So, with this, they were giving a message to the children basically. This story was originally written in Sanskrit. The original Sanskrit word, which some scholars believe was composed in the 3rd century BCE, is attributed to Vishnu Sharma. So, basically, these stories were written for Vishnu. And the older oral traditions including animal fables that are as old as we are able to imagine. So this was originally written in Sanskrit, and these are very old scriptures. Okay, very old scriptures, and mostly it is like orally been transformed for so many years. It is certainly the most frequently translated literary product of India. So today this is the most frequently translated, means very repeatedly it has been translated into different languages, and these stories are among most widely known in the world. So in all around the world these are very famous, and this is mostly for the small children. And this is animal fables, mean the stories which are being narrated through the animals and a message is being given. Okay, so this is about Panchatantra. Now let us see what is happening in the story, Flying Together. So now before reading the lesson, I would like to ask few questions to you children. Now just say, what are some of the things your parents and we teachers tell you to do on time? So can you guess what we always instruct you to do? Yes? Yes, you're right. So we always tell you, get up early in the morning, do your homework on time, behave properly, don't fight, and things like this. So now tell me, what will happen if you don't listen to us? If you don't listen to your elders, whatever they're saying, if you don't listen, what will happen finally? Yes? Yes, very good. So when you don't listen, you always fall in some trouble or the other. Yes or no? Yes? If you don't listen to the elders, what will happen? We will finally fall in some trouble. So here in this story, Flying Together, we are going to see there are few geese. So these geese also are not listening to their elder, the old geese, and finally they fall in some trouble. So what is the suggestion given by the geese and what is the trouble they are falling into? We are going to see in the lesson. So shall we start, children? Yes, are you ready? Yes. Deep in a forest stood a very tall tree. Its leafy branches spread out like strong arms. This tree was the home of a flock of wild geese. They felt safe there. One of the geese was a wise old bird. So, here in the forest, there was a very tall tree, and there were family, a big family of a group of birds were living there. So, what bird was there means it was a geese. So, geese is nothing but the plural of goose. So, you know the bird goose, right? You can see in the picture also. So, the plural word for goose is geese. So, here a group of birds were there, and one of the birds was a very old bird in that group. He noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. He spoke to the other birds about it. So here the old bird, it saw uh, a creeper there near the tree, and he started to talk about the creeper to the other birds. So what is a creeper, children? Can you see in the picture there's a small plant growing? So it's a creeper. So creeper means it's a plant which doesn't have its own it will be very weak stem. So because it is weak, it will always wants to wind up with something, some other trees. So here it is been coming out from the ground near the just next to the tree. So as it grows, it will take the help of the tree and it will grow higher and higher. Okay, so that is called, plants like weaker stems are called as creepers. So here in the story also there is a creeper found by the old geese, and he is talking about it to the other geese. So what they are talking, let us see. Do you see that creeper? He said to them. Let us destroy it. Why must we destroy it? Asked the geese in surprise. It is so small. What harm can it do? My friends, replied the wise old bird, that little creeper will soon grow. As it creeps up this tree, it will become thick and strong. So here in this paragraph, the old geese is telling them that we have to, giving a suggestion to destroy the creeper. Now the young ones, they are asking, why do we have to destroy it? What harm it is going to give us? It is very weak and it's just come out. Why should we cut that? So the old geese is telling them that once it grows, it will become very strong and very thick, and then finally it will give us some trouble. What of that? Asked the geese. What harm can a creeper do us? Don't you see? Replied the wise bird. With the help of that creeper, it will be possible for someone to climb this tree. A hunter can come up and kill us all. So here, the young geese is asking the old one that what harm it is going to give us. So he's explaining now, the old geese is explaining that the if the creeper becomes very strong and it has winding and it's coming up, finally it will help anyone to just hold the grip of the this vine, and they will climb up and they will harm us. The hunters might come up, they will come and kill us. So he's telling, the wise bird is telling them. Well, there is no hurry, they replied. The creeper is very small. It would be pity to destroy it now. So here the young geese, they are saying, no, that will take a lot of time. It is not going to happen now, right? That's something very later part of the story. It is going to happen. So why are you worrying about it? It's very small. Why we have to destroy it now? Just let it be. He is telling them. He is not accepting the fact of the that is happening there. Destroy the creeper while it is still young, the old bird advised. Now it is tender and you can cut it easily. Later it will become hard and you will not be able to cut it. So here the wise geese is suggesting that when the creeper is very young and small, it will be very weak. So now it will be easy for us to cut it. Later when it becomes very, when it grows up and starts winding up the tree, it will be very difficult because the stem will become more thick. So the thicker stems will be difficult for us to cut. So now it is easy, just go and cut it. He is again suggesting the young geese. We will see, answered the birds. But they did not destroy the creeper. So here they just said, we will see, just wait, we will do it. And they were just ignoring whatever he was telling. And finally they didn't cut the creeper. They forgot the wise old bird's advice. As the creeper grew, it began winding its way up the tree. So here they just forget, they were busy with their own life and being happily flying and coming and going. They just forgot whatever the advice was given by the wise bird. So now finally the creeper has grown now. It is winding all around the tree. It has come up, till the nest. So the winding means going all around the tree in a circular way. Okay, that is called as winding. Stronger and stronger it became until it was as strong as a thick rope. So what happens, as it grew, it became very strong. Now you can see in the picture also, the creeper is becoming very thick. The stem of the creeper has become very thick. So it has just become like a rope now. Okay, a very strong rope. One morning, when the geese had gone out in search of food, a hunter came to the forest. So, this is where the wild geese live, he said to himself. When they come back in the evening, I shall catch them. The hunter climbed up the tree with the help of the creeper. He got to the top. So here what happened, one day when the birds had flew away in search of food, a hunter came there. He saw the tree. So he just thought for himself that this is a place where the geese are living. So he just using that with the help of that creeper, he just climbed up the tree and he just thought that he will going to uh, catch all the birds in the evening after they are going to come. So he is planning to trap the birds. Now he is spreading a net there. Spread his net there. Then he climbed down and went away. So to catch the birds, he is just spreading a net on the top of the tree. In the evening, the geese returned home. They did not notice the net. As they flew into the tree, they were trapped. They struggled hard to get out, but could not. Help, help, cried the geese. We are caught in the hunter's net. Oh, what shall we do? So, here what happens in the evening when the birds back to their nest. So they came and they were about to sit in the tree. They got trapped in the net spread by the hunter. So now they got stuck with the net. So now they started crying, help, 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 someone help me. What shall we do? We are caught in the hunter's net. What we have to do? They got worried now and started crying. Don't make a fuss now, said the wise old bird. Long ago I told you to destroy the creeper, but you did not. Now see what has happened. Tomorrow morning the hunter will come back and kill us all. So here when they started crying, the wise old geese, it is saying, I told you, he's telling them. I told you to cut the creeper long before, but you never listened to me. Now see what has happened. Now morning the hunter is going to come and he is going to kill all of us. So he is telling the young geese. We were foolish, wept the birds. So the birds were weeping, they were crying and they're saying that we were fools. We are very sorry we did not listen to you. Please tell us what to do. So now they were very scared now. They said we were very fools and we didn't listen to you. I'm very sorry for that. And now they are asking a suggestion. Now just tell us what to do now, how to save ourselves. They are asking a suggestion. Then listen carefully, replied the wise bird. When the hunter comes, you must all pretend to be dead. Just lie still. The hunter will not want dead birds. He will throw us to the ground. It will then be easy for him to climb down, collect the dead birds and take. So here the wise bird is giving a suggestion that when the hunter is coming, we must just all pretend to as if we are all dead and we have to lie still. So the hunter will not want the dead birds. So he will start throwing one by one the birds on the ground and finally he will pick all the dead birds. So this was a suggestion given by the wise geese. When the last of us has been thrown down, we must quickly get up and fly away. So, here the suggestion was given that when he started throwing one by one, finally, when the last bird is being thrown down, we must just quickly fly away from that place. In the morning, the hunter came to the tree and climbed up. He looked at the geese in the net. They are all dead, he muttered to himself. He threw them out of the net one by one. The birds lay still until the last one had been thrown down. Then all at once they got up, flapped their wings and flew away. The hunter was taken by surprise. From the top of the tree he watched all the geese fly away. So here what happened? Morning, the hunter has come. He is climbing up the tree. He saw that all the birds were dead. So one by one he started to throw the birds from the top of the tree. So everyone were falling down. When he put the last bird from the top of the tree, all the birds just started flying and they flew away from that place. When the hunter saw this, he was very surprised. So, from the top of the tree, he saw all the geese flying away. So, he was very surprised. So, this was the end of the story. So, this was just an extract from the stories from the Panchatattva, one of the stories about a wise old bird. So, what is the moral that you're getting here in the story? Yes, we must always listen to our elders and older people. Whatever they are saying, we must listen to our teachers, our parents, whoever it is. We must listen to them. So, if we don't listen to our elders or whoever is giving us some advice, if we don't listen, we will fall in some trouble or the other. So, the moral of the story is we must always listen to our elders. So now let us see what are the new words we have learnt in this lesson. The first word is geese. Geese, I already told you, it is a plural for goose. No? Next is creeper. So creeper is a plant that needs support to grow, usually along a wall or a tree. So creeper is a plant which needs a support, which has a very weak stem, so it needs a support to grow. Either it will use the wall or it will use another tree. Next word is winding. Go in circular spiral course. So winding means something moving in a spiral, in a circular way, motion. Okay. The next word is murmured. Murmured means murmuring. Okay. Spoken in a low tone. In a very low voice, you are just saying something, that is called as murmured. The next word is flapped. Flap, do you know how the wings, the flapping of the wings, the moving of the wings is called as flapped. Move wings up and down. The birds, how they fly? They just move the wings, right? So that is called as flapped. So now we have learned few new words. With this, we have come to the end of this session. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.